Hello. Now, I have a small problem, and that is my PCI 1 slot is not working. I found this out when I powered it up for the first time, and I was worried that it was going to be the video card. I tested another video card in PCI 1 slot, the 970 card, and that doesn't work either. So small blessings. So I'm going to have to move it to PCI 2, which is only an 8-time slot, at least for the time being. And then I will need to look at upgrading my motherboard, and that means CPU as well. So unfortunately, that's the situation I'm in. But I suppose it gives me a chance to lead the water for the first time. So I've turned off the computer, and we'll see how we go. This is also the first time I'm recording on my new phone. Okay, so let's get this water system bleeder. All I'm trying to do is get enough liquid out of this downpipe here, and probably this one here, so that I can move the card. Really, it's just moving the card and reattaching, getting a shorter bit of pipe, cutting a shorter bit of pipe, and reattaching it to the radiator. This is the drainage thing that I built in. Little outlet there. So I get, now this had just distilled water in it. The same water as what I used to mix the liquid with in the first place. So that shouldn't be a problem if I can undo it. Release some pressure on here. Well, that is going to make things interesting. Okay, so basically I should be able to just recycle this and put it back. Step 1 done. So that then the fans run off the CPU option header. So the fans will be determined by the CPU temperature, not the motherboard temperature. Okay, so see now, there's already some liquid down in here. Don't know where that has managed to find its way in from. I am going to power it up, just shift the card across and power it up before I do anything, just to make sure that it is going to work. All I'm looking for is a post screen. Okay, I am going to disconnect the pump. Ah, maybe, yes. So when you're looking to get a post screen, it always helps to have the cable plugged in correctly. In fact, I might take this chance to make sure all the fittings are nice and tight, like that one could be done up a little bit more. Now what I'm going to do here is add a 90-degree fitting, which also swivels, so that I can route it up to the radiator without kinking the hose, which is the only real, which is the biggest issue with soft tubing. It's the fact that the hose will kink if you bend it too far, especially with this one, which has got a relatively thin wall. Now remember to put the sleeve on for the top part, because you really don't want to have to pull this off. Lovely. Okay, so the biggest hurdle is done. Now I just need to get the liquid back in. Jolly good. Okay, let me refill the filler bottle. Let me get my other power supply so I can power the pump without needing to, so I can cycle the water without needing to power up the whole system. Now you would think I would say don't try this at home, but in fact try this at home. Try this at home. It's rewarding like you wouldn't believe. Admittedly, you could potentially completely ruin your motherboard if there are leaks. But to get it going, let's be fair, I had no problems with the actual water setup itself. The only problems I've had with the actual motherboard. Now in the past I have had some little niggles with that slot, so I'm not 100% surprised that it's caused me issues. So let's put this back in here. Everything's all nice and clean, and should be no problems with doing this. My wife may be slightly annoyed if I end up ruining one of those. But hey, what's life without its little unknowns? Because this stuff, I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't seem to be very forgiving on the staining side of things. Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot? Do you know what I forgot? I forgot my bloody power supply. So this is a very slow way of doing it, but you could say a very safe way. Because you're not going to get a rush of liquid coming out and potentially going everywhere in your case. Now, you never want to run the pump dry. So, you can only turn it on for bursts to get the liquid back up and through. Oh, there it is. Just going to rest that on there to try and stop any splashback. And then power that up. And you need to be careful. Power that up again. That was close. You could see the air bubble coming through here. That was very close. See, the water loop is a closed system. It's basically, apart from the speed, the PWM, I can never get that right. Apart from the speed control, the power just runs the pump, and it can run, so long as you've got another power supply or something, it'll run quite happily on its own. But now I need to get all the air out of it again. So let's turn it back on. See what we get. Ah, look, there's some naughty air bubbles in here. So for this one, I'm going to lift this up. See if I can get it to move. No, certainly doesn't want to move that way. Although that did get rid of the second one. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. So that's some more air bubbles coming out of the radiators coming through. Whoa! And it works! Huzzah! Let's have a look. More air bubbles, just will take a little while, so I'll leave that to run in for about 24 hours before I put any stressors on it, hopefully. You can see all those air bubbles through there. They will eventually disappear. May need to power off and on a couple of times to get rid of all those. But other than that, it's all good again. And see that short little bit up there is the new one. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've learned something. Hopefully it's been educational. Like and subscribe and come back for the next one. Okay, cheers, bye.